Do you know anything about the sheriff?
No.
Alright. Do you know anything about the sheriff?
Sorry.
Alright. Do you know anything about the sheriff?
Sheriff.
Do you know anything about the sheriff?
No.
Well, there's his office right there.
Who's the sheriff?
Well, he's the man who takes people's homes off them when they can't pay their mortgage or when they've too many debts.
Alright.
He's the guy who takes all your stuff. So it's interesting that nobody really knows about him or nobody knows he's here.
I had no idea he's here. Never heard of him.
No, I actually know a guy that works there, yeah.
Oh yeah? And it's to do with revenue and...
Huh? Yeah, it's non-payments of debt. Repossessing stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
But it's strange, isn't it, that it's a sheriff and not like a guard or a...
Why is he called a sheriff?
Yeah, it's real British, isn't it?
Well, it probably goes back to the Brits, I'd imagine myself, yeah.
It's very odd.
It is, yeah.
And the fact that people generally don't know who he is, like I've asked a few people and they just say the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Well, I said that as a joke, you know what I mean? Just, you know.
Well, a few people said it seriously.
Jesus Christ. Right, yeah. No, I know a guy that works down there. I've had a few drinks with him, and I didn't actually know. I was drinking with him for about a year, and I said, "What do you do anyway?" And he says, "I work at the sheriff's office." So as it turns out, yeah.
No, I've spoken to the...
What exactly are you doing now?
I'm a journalist.
All right, yeah.
And the fact that they won't talk to me.
They won't talk to you?
No, under no circumstances am I able to speak to the sheriff. Unless it's to do with revenue.
Serious, yeah? That sounds a bit antiquated.
A bit odd.
Yeah, it does, yeah. If there's something to hide of it.
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah. Maybe the people that work there don't really want to know, let people know what to do, you know what I mean?
I get
repossessing and money lenders and things like that.
I get that impression, yeah.
That's what I'd read into myself.
Yeah. So when the sheriff knocks on your door, if God forbid it ever happens,
right?
What would happen?
What would happen? Well, he has this little, I don't know, some notification that he's here to either collect money, to give you a while to pay it off, if not to repossess whatever they can and try and recover. Few bobs, basically.
It's happening every day these days now.
Yeah, well, it's not just the sheriff, but it's mainly the banks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Repossessing houses.
Well, it's
car finance, same thing.
Yeah.
Repossessing cars.
Any sort of finance, it seems, he is the end.
The end product.
Yeah. He's the main man.
He would be, yeah.
Well, do you know anything about the sheriff?
No.
Sheriff, and never heard of it?
No.
Do you know Robin Hood?
Yes.
The Sheriff of Nottingham?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we have a Sheriff of Dublin.
Oh, I've seen him down there, like outside that shop.
In a costume?
Oh, I saw a sheriff down there. like in fancy dress last week.
I don't think that's him.
That's the right sheriff.
He doesn't dress like a real
I
sheriff.
don't know the sheriff. I'm sorry.
See us. Hi, would you mind being in a report for a second? Just to ask you a quick question. Do you know anything about the sheriff? The sheriff? That's what everybody says. Well, we've a sheriff of Dublin as well. Enjoy your stay. 2 seconds. Well, you're finished. You don't know anything about him, do you?
No. Wish we did, though.
It's worth looking into, lads.
Where is it?
See number 13 there?
Yeah.
See, it all comes from the Sheriff of Nottingham. You know Robin Hood?
Wait, is it open?
Yeah, but you can't go in. They won't let you in.
Why not?
If you want to give them money, they'll let you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you owe the money, you'll be allowed in.
I don't understand.
Well, you see, he's got two things that he does. He's got a job, you know, thing he gets paid for, and then he's got his, you know the concept of having a duty, something you kind of must do. You swear an oath to do it.
Yeah.
Well, his job is basically what he gets paid for is if I don't know, say if I owe the courts money because I didn't want to pay them because I don't feel it's right, they can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
He comes and then takes whatever the charge is, say €300 worth of stuff off me.
So like he's repossessing.
Yeah, he takes your shit if he feels you owe money. Then he's got his duty, like this is what he swore an oath to do, was to defend your rights, like to protect the peace at all costs, like all your rights, your God-given rights.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't it weird like that? A man with a job that important, and look at the building, you wouldn't know it's the sheriff's office. Unless someone pointed it out.
So you something like him, no?
Ah, we wish he would do his duty.
I'm just trying to like inform him.
No, we're just trying to find out what it's about, like, and what people know about him.
So he kind of like spying on him, kind of.
No, I've tried to go in and they won't talk to me. He's off taking homes off people and taking businesses off people today.
He's meant to be good. He's meant to be defending.
Like if you can't pay your mortgage, he's the man that comes and takes your home.
Right. So he just like comes in, forces like to take everything off him.
Yep. But there is a way of dealing with it actually. You know, you can. The fact that he took an oath means that you can actually hold him to it. And if you're holding him to an oath, which is to protect your rights, then he has to protect your rights.
But he's not really doing that.
Oh yeah, but you have to hold him to his oath.
It's pretty mid-century stuff. It is pretty mid-century stuff. It's pretty interesting. Well, we're going down to try and get some work experience now. Yeah, we'll be off. Thanks for the info.
See you lads, nice one.
See you later.
See you lads.
There's the sheriff's skid mark and a beautiful blue sky.
It's just, here we have a transport truck, probably in connection with the sheriff, but who knows. Repossessed goods. There's an entire home's worth of memories in the back of that truck.
Transport.
Hey.
Mob, look.
And as always, our favourite, a 2D pyramid.
This truck definitely works for the sheriff. How are you, mate? Do you know anything about the sheriff? No?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Have you ever heard of the sheriff of Dublin?
No.
Well, there's his office right there. And when you can't pay your mortgage, God forbid, when you can't pay your mortgage or your debts, the sheriff is the man that comes and takes all your stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting that nobody knows about him, or, you know,
Yeah.
not many people know what he's up to.
Well, what is it? Where's the, what is it? Oh, yeah, no, I'm confused here. What do you mean?
Like all the people that can't pay their mortgages in Ireland today, there's a lot of people. And he's the man that goes out and takes all these homes off people, throws people on the street.
In there?
The sheriff, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's strange.
It's worth looking into anyway.
I will look into it, yeah. Okay,
Thanks, man. See you later.
Cheers.
Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Oh, far away.
The sheriff, do you know anything about?
In the first day in base, is that good?
You are? Is he coming after you for stuff? Do you know how to get rid of him?
No, shoot him.
Accept his oath.
Hold him to it. He took an oath to, right, you know the way, you'd be familiar with the concept that the sheriff is the guy who's called by the courts to come take your shit off you.
Yeah.
Fill up a transport truck, you know, and he's the guy who comes and takes it and repossesses it, collecting revenue for the court systems and all that, and all various other parties. But he's got this oath that's like protecting to protect your rights and your peace and all that. He can't kick you out of your gaff or repossess your possessions, right? If he,
you want to tell half of the country that then?
That's what we're trying to do.
Because he does.
Yeah.
I know many of stuff, he's took stuff on people.
Yeah. And like, where does he get his authority from? Is he Irish officer or a British officer?
The law among himself, if you ask me.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants.
but where's that law come from? That's a
Politicians in this country, that's where it comes from. Because it goes back into their pocket. None of me or you don't get it.
I think it goes back into the Queen's pocket.
Well, it could be the English sheriff.
Yeah. The sheriff of Dublin. Well, that's his building right there.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to know what he's doing or what he's about, like. But if you can't pay your mortgage or your debts, he's the man that comes and takes all your stuff.
Is he, yeah?
And when I first started looking into this, you think about the sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood and all that.
Yeah.
So why is...
It's the opposite, isn't it?
Well, you'd imagine, you wonder why he's in Dublin, like, you know?
Sheriff of Nottingham's in Dublin.
Well, the sheriff of Dublin is here. And there's one in every county.
Is that? It's the one in Leitrim.
It's a British law, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
Actually, there's two in Dublin. There's a county sheriff and then there's this city sheriff.
Yeah.
For the rest of it, there's one in every county, and it's a British law concept. Like one of the many things that survives past the independence. Like,
It's the crown.
yeah, actually, as far as I've looked into it quite a bit, and it seems a lot of the money he takes goes to the crown.
Yeah.
a percentage of his taken goes to the Queen.
Jesus.
And we're a free
How
country.
does that make you feel?
So, you know, it's mad that way nobody knows about him, or nobody knows what's the
I never
story.
heard of him before.
Yeah, do you know? I'm only doing this because nobody else knows about it.
Which, how did you find out?
The internet.
Did you?
And I know a lot of people have had their stuff taken off them by the sheriff himself.
We know a few people, a smaller handful, but a few people nonetheless who got told that basically that sheriff has an oath to protect your rights and protect the peace, right? If you knew how to hold him to that, he obviously couldn't come and kick you out of your gaff. Because that'd be wrecking the peace, wrecking the buzz, you know?
Which building does he own? The Italian restaurant one, is it?
Not the 13. See the building with no letters on it or anything, or it's not labelled or anything.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird, brother. Abracadabra, paying their debts. Oh yeah. Do you want to be in a report for a second? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Oh no, I want to get my piercings out.
Do you know anything about the sheriff?
No.
No? Never heard of him?
Do you know the band was it that was last night? The chief?
No, the sheriff, like the sheriff of Nottingham. No?
No, I gotta go.
I see. Hey bro, do you know anything about the sheriff?
Of where? Of who? Of where?
Well, not of Nottingham anyway.
What sheriff?
Sheriff of Dublin.
What's the ex-sheriff?
Yeah.
It's like... Why, what do you want to know?
Well, I was wondering where he gets his authority from.
Revenue.
The revenue?
Yeah.
In Ireland?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Because if you're overdue on tax, like,
Yeah.
once you've been a fair bit overdue, like, they get the sheriff onto you, like.
Yeah, but where does he get the authority to do that, like, to do that?
Well, it's just in the statutes, like, that he's an agent of the revenue. He's an independent body, but he's an agent. Revenue employs him, and I don't know the full legality of it.
Do you know though that he has an oath? He actually takes an oath, a declaration to basically protect and defend your rights, like your God-given inalienable rights.
Right.
So that sort of interferes, like, conflicts with his job of revenue collection.
Yeah, fair enough, like.
Yeah.
Do the revenue pay his wages?
No, he charges.
He charges
you, yeah.
Oh, he works
Yeah,
off
he charges
commission.
you. If you owed about 10 grand, he'd charge about 500.
He charges you to take money off you.
Yeah. And because the revenue will be charging the interest, and he'll charge you about 500 quid or something like that. Like, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice lad, isn't he? Anyway, go on,
Hey,
let's
see you,
talk
man.
to
Thanks. Well, we're doing a report on the sheriff.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the sheriff?
You've never heard of the sheriff?
No.
Well, there he is, right there.
Like this man?
Yeah, no.
No,
no.
not him.
That building right there.
Which one?
See the 13, the one with no.
Okay,
That's the sheriff.
that's the sheriff.
Yeah, and
And what's interesting about number 13?
well, it's not really the numbers. It's just that you think the sheriff in Nottingham,
Sheriff.
Robin Hood, and all that.
It's all very it's all very
going over my
English.
head. Yeah.
It's just that we find it strange, for example, that
What are
place.
you doing the report for?
Well, it's just basically gauge what people know, what people
About
know
the sheriff?
Yeah.
Yeah, about how laws actually apply to us and all that sort of stuff. And we find it strange that, like, it's a British concept. It always was, and it's still here. It's one of the many things that's still here post our independence, so to speak.
The concept of the sheriff.
Yeah.
I don't really get it though.
Nobody does. That's the thing, though.
Like
I
I'm
just want to use the internet, and the internet cafe's closed.
because the sheriff closed it.
This damn sheriff. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I can't help you. No opinion on the sheriff. I don't know what it is.
Alright, thanks.
He's got a job. He's got a job, and then he's got a duty. His job is, like, collecting revenue off you, and the court send him after you. He's a revenue collector. But then his duty, the thing he swore an oath to do, was to protect your rights. The only people we've talked to so far who are aware of the sheriff were people who say, "Oh, I wouldn't want him at my door," So it's a bit weird. Like, someone who's supposed to protect your rights is like
It's unknown to us.
unknown to you, and if he is, you don't want him near your door. Like, he's supposed to be a peacekeeper.
Maybe that's the people who are breaking the law.
Maybe that's what happened to Bob Marley.
I don't get any of your reference. Just gonna leave. Yeah.
That's a great message.
It is. That's his message. That's what I took from him.
You enjoy your
I
day.
didn't take any sheriff notions from Bob Marley. I just took peace and love. And I'm gonna go on that.
That's the message of the day. See you, love.
Bye.